Hello, everybody. I want to talk about my experience with parental estrangement when it came to my first daughter and how I consider it to be very cowardly. I don't ever consider myself to be a very scary person, and I always thought we had a good line of communication. I had always supported them, been there for them, loved them, encouraged them, and I just wanted the best for them. I was not abusive. I didn't consider myself scary. I was a disciplinarian, but I think most good parents are. So, anyways, I'm going to tell you my experience, and you might have had the same, and you may not. So, oldest daughter, from the age of very young on, 9 on, kept saying, "Oh, as soon as I can get my own place, I'm going to get my own place," because she liked her own space. She liked to be alone. She'd say, "Mom, go to the store. I'm okay without you." And I'd run down to Walgreens, which was like 5 blocks away, and come right home. And so she liked that space. And so from young on, she was always saying, "I'm going to get my own place." I said, "Don't leave me." She says, "Well, I won't." And of course, when she was 18, I gave her a car and I needed to take it back. And there was a big, huge snafu about that. And I was dating someone younger and snafu about that. And I came home one day. Came home from work and I looked on the couch and her computer was gone, her laptop. And I thought, okay. And I walked in her room and her room was pretty much empty except for the bed and hangers and things, but everything else was gone. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's gone. Couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe she could have left. I would have encouraged her, you want to get your own place. Hey, if you can afford it and you can survive, go ahead. Not that I didn't want her to leave, but it's just the way it was. And so I called my youngest and I said, "Do you know where your sister's at?" "No, I don't know." And it took not soon after that, she admitted that she had been helping her move out when I was at work. And so I thought, what the heck? Tried to reach out, did a Facebook page for her, wore a t-shirt that said, "Steffi, come home." Um, and then I think it was about 6 months after she left, she came home. Um, it was when I was going to go get my youngest daughter tickets to see Taylor Swift in concert, 2010-ish, I think. And she came home and my youngest said, "Steffi's back." And I said, "Okay." And I walked in and she was laying on the couch as if it was just, it was like normal. And I said, "Okay, whatever." And so a friend of mine came over. We all went to dinner. And I confronted her and I said, "What did you leave?" And then she blew up and left the restaurant and walked out. Called a friend to pick her up. I don't even know. I was baffled, but I think it's very cowardly when someone basically just walks out and blocks you. I can understand in a breakup when you haven't been in a relationship for a long time. Well, when you've been raised by a loving parent, a parent who cares, who gives a shit about you, not that you owe me anything, but holy crap, really? Could you slap me in the face any harder? That's how I felt. So, in a lot of cases, a lot of estranged parents are afraid to say anything. Well, I'm not, because it's been 14 years and I've tried to reconcile, and she walked out. And so, after a 6 month period, she came back, walked out again. And then 8 years ago, which was, I think, 6 years after the fact, 8, 9, 10 years ago, whatever, it was 4 to 6 years after she left the first time. Um, I She reconnected. She reconciled. She said, "I'm sorry, Mom. It won't happen again." And we actually got an apartment together and lived together. And it was great. I was the happiest mom in the world. I cried and I sobbed. And she said, "It won't happen again." And guess what? We were together 2 years and she took off again. She left me in the middle of a lease with a vehicle I had purchased for her. So I'm not saying I was used for money, but holy crap, that's how I felt. So, anyways, just want to say I that's it. I don't know. 3 strikes. I don't know if I could do 3 strikes. But it's been 14 years. If she came back, what would I say? I'd tell her to go through my husband. I need to know her intentions. And trust me, my wallet's not open. The bank of mom, don't ask me for a penny. If you need a job, I'll look. I'll help you search for a job. And I can't. I'm not going to financially support you. I'm not going to reward bad behavior. So anyways, that's my story, and I'll be back.